Three, two, one. Thank you for joining on the Stonkscast. This is Ethan, and I'm joined by...
This is Brandon. Good evening.
On tonight's episode, or today, whenever you're watching, something we thought would be fun is to follow along with the inauguration, a little retrospective, and looking at the official Trump coin and seeing what caused rises and falls in the Trump coin live. Currently, the Trump coin is trading at a healthy $32.35. Does that sound right?
Ooh, yeah, sadly.
So, since we recorded the last episode, it's gone down a tick.
Just a tick or two.
Yeah.
Just a tick or two.
Since the inauguration itself, it has gone down maybe $10, something like that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound that bad when you put it like that, but it's definitely felt like more than $10.
Yeah. But let's get into it. So let me share my screen here. We'll share a window, entire screen. Boom. Okay. This is good stuff. So
This is good.
I don't know.
This is breaking news.
Yeah, this is breaking news. Musk looking like an alien. Barron doing his thing, just kind of standing there.
So tall.
Menacingly. We're at 11:30 a.m. Standing steady. Ticker was at $49.
Holding strong.
This is America's tenor coming in. It looks like post America's tenor singing. He brings the spirit up.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was yeah, everybody was excited. Thank you so much, America's tenor, for singing.
Biden's very excited.
Jill is very excited.
She's pumped.
Dr. Jill Biden. I was listening to one of the most popular podcasts on the podcast market right now, which is Culturally Irrelevant. And they were talking about how really the real loser in this election is Dr. Jill Biden. And I can agree with that because she has to deal with the fallout of Biden. And
it was well put.
Yeah. Okay, nothing's really happening here. This Ann Klobuchar is talking, and it looks like in the 5 minutes that Ann Klobuchar is talking, she really brings the mood down a whole lot.
The shorts saw an opportunity.
It dropped $4. Am I doing the math right? 51,
I think
50,
that's right,
40, 48. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a solid $4 drop there.
Oh no, it's because they're praying. That's why.
Oh, yeah,
Actually, 11:55, you get a little bit of some comeback there. So the prayer really helped.
Yeah.
Cardinal Dolan really helped out.
There's hope.
Something happens at 12 o'clock, and
what happened at 12?
This was my prediction: is that whenever we were watching the inauguration, my wife Morgan, she was like, "This is taking forever," and I said, "I guarantee you that Trump was waiting to come out at exactly noon, but he came out early." That prediction was off. Let's go forward. Oh, okay. So the actual inaugurating this jumps forward like 6 minutes at a time, so it's not very reliable. Okay. I don't know who this
So
was. It was
where are
speaking.
we at right now on the chart
So
compared to the video?
it's 11:57, and I only have
Okay,
5-minute
right
increments, so
before.
we're like right before it
Okay.
drops some more.
Is this a 5-minute chart?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was
Oh, I can
what
pull up a
some would
1-minute chart.
classify.
I'm such a dingaling.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, 5-1, whatever. This is what you would call a classic sell the news.
All right, so at 12 on the dot.
On the dot.
Oh, it's Franklin Graham. I'm sorry, Brandon, that I didn't recognize your relative,
It's okay. It's fine.
Brandon West.
And then, it just...
So after Reverend Franklin Graham's prayer, we've got about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, where things are real nice.
Real nice. It's looking good for the Bulls. Everyone's thinking, hey.
Oh, it's JD Vance. That's what brought it down. JD Vance.
That's shocking.
Yeah. So JD Vance gets inaugurated, and the shorts went to town.
I mean, I think at that moment, everyone who's bullish on this is thinking, I'm going to be able to buy this Lambo finally.
It dropped
finally
$6 after he was inaugurated. Well, sworn in. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. That is a classic buy the rumor, sell the news setup right there. The minute he gets inaugurated.
It was really no rumor. I mean, he was being sworn in live.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. I just mean it's the classic, like, over the weekend in anticipation of this, it's going up, it's doing its thing, and then once we get to the actual moment, it's like shorts hopping, everyone's selling. And,
it looks like it trends
drop.
like almost perfectly with Trump being sworn in. It's because Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible. That's why.
That's probably it.
And she is looking like a
she looks great.
I want to say a Street Fighter character, but that doesn't really match.
You know what she's missing? She's missing one of those like French cigarettes, like the Virginia Slims but longer.
Yeah.
That's what's missing from the outfit. Now, what happened with the cannons here? That's got to be our boom boom candle, right?
Oh, they were shooting down the New Jersey drones.
Yeah. As the drones
the New Jersey drones made it over the Capitol.
Yeah, that checks out.
So at 12:09 though, we got a nice bump. Let's see what's happening at 12:09. This lady in the green dress. That dress really pops.
Well, it's green, right? So that makes sense. It's bullish.
That's true. She corresponds with the green candle.
It checks out.
And it goes up $2.
Just like that. That's a nice little scalp right there.
Yeah. Oh. You know why? Because Trump was taking the stand. He was coming to the mic. That's why.
There it is. Fight.
So he has his speech.
Doesn't really do much.
It kind of jumps around. But we start to fall at the 12:30 mark.
I remember this. Yeah, I was watching my position very closely during this.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah.
What's he talking about? I don't have audio for this, so I can't. The National Archive will come after.
I know.
Copyright strike our podcast.
He's talking about what a crap job Biden did, probably, as Biden sits there and smiles.
Probably. This woman is. Did you see her just jumping around? I wanted to know who those two folks in the back with the rose-colored glasses were. All right, 32. Let's get back on track here. He starts talking about something that they don't like.
Yeah, they don't like something.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. It drops for a healthy 10.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong sell off
Oh,
there. Oh, this guy.
got a black man praying. Oh, you know what saved it?
He was great.
Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood brought it back. Technical difficulties aside, everybody just was thinking, wow, Carrie Underwood, what a beautiful woman.
Awkward moment. Biden's trying not to look at her.
He just looked her up and down.
He just looked her up and down.
Dr. Jill Biden is not going to like that.
No, she's not.
No, not at all.
He's going to have to answer for that later.
I love he's got the same face all the time.
All the time.
Okay. All right. Technical difficulties. This guy's, this is during a prayer, I think.
Prayer. Yeah.
There was one prayer where Barron was just like looking around.
This guy was great.
Reverend
Lorenzo.
Mm.
You can't tell me that Trump didn't get a pump off of this guy's prayer.
I mean, look at him.
Does that check out? What time was this?
He's flexing. 48.
12. Where are we at on the chart? Where's 12:48?
12:48.
Look at that.
We start to get a bump.
I'm telling you, he was on it.
Was it Reverend Lorenzo Sewell? Was it his prayer specifically, or was it the Lord? Oh, America's tenner's back. And the shorts don't like them.
No, they're not having it. They're not having it.
It drops.
It's too much for them.
It drops.
They've seen enough.
It drops $1. Christopher Macchio, you are not helping things out.
We got to bring this valuation back down to the millions.
And it kind of is all over the place after that.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, that's because it was over. So there was no news to really play off of after that.
Well, and it was like I was saying on Sunday. If it could get above 50, you might get something there. And it went up to 60. I think I texted you shortly after we had our first episode. It was at 60.
Yeah.
And then it dropped to like 45, and then it just never really got back above there. And now we're at what, 32? You said?
Yeah.
So it doesn't look great right now. If you're a bull, I'm no longer in it.
Do you still?
No,
you're not. You exited your position.
I took my stop loss like a good trader. Trying to be a good little trader. I took my stop loss. It hurt, but it's a lot better than still holding it now at 32. So,
do you want to share whether or not you had any profit or anything?
Oh yeah, that's fine. No, I took a 5 or 10% loss on it. Nothing crazy. But I made profit on it from Saturday into Sunday, because that was when we had a pretty decent spike up. So I took some there. When it was all said and done, I probably came out about break even. So not that exciting, but it was a fun little experiment.
Good.
We'll see what happens with it. If it starts to do something again. But if you just look at it on like an hour chart, it's just been nothing but kind of trending down ever since this past weekend. So it's kind of losing its strength here.
That kind of follows the pattern of a lot of cryptos, especially like a meme coin. I mean,
which is what you said.
Yeah.
To your credit.
It's pretty much. I mean, unless it's a crypto with like a lot of utility in it, which even then, like cryptos that have tons of utility, barely get off the ground. Like I think Algorand is one, or Algorand is one that has a lot of utility that's been around for years.
Yeah.
They're getting like contracts with different entities and whatnot. But I mean, it's not sexy, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's also really dependent on Solana and Bitcoin, right? And one thing I noticed over the past couple of days, anytime those started trending down, it was like 2x, 3x, whatever those two were doing, right? So if they were down 1%, Trump is down like 5-6%, right? It was a very exaggerated. So, and that's just the nature, I guess, of being a meme coin, right? It's a bit more volatile. So,
yeah,
I don't know. What do you? Let me ask you this: you're more of the crypto expert for sure. Do you think this will ever have any kind of utility? I mean, we talked about how they're going to release more, right? Do you think anything comes of that?
No.
It's just strictly hype.
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, it doesn't even have a white paper, so there's no white paper associated with it. So there's no intention for any utility to be, backed by it. But yeah. But hey, we've got some more exciting stuff happening, and we're gonna go to the Super Stonk subreddit.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure everybody in the GameStop world has seen it, but just yesterday, it was just yesterday, right?
He's so good at cryptic stuff. It's good.
Yeah, Roaring Kitty. He tweeted the dog from Futurama, and is he implying something happened on January 2nd? Some of the Super Stonk conspiracy theories is that on the 2nd he recalled his shares, and that he's waiting for those recalled shares to return to him. And I think that the importance of that is that DTCC, or whatever his broker is, has to find real shares to cover his shares that were recalled. And because the bananas are all stacked on top of one another and rehypothecated against one another, they have to purchase these real shares at the supposed real price that's not shorted down into oblivion, right? So the thought is that once those shares which have been recalled actually get bought, it's going to create upward pressure, because the market maker is having to actually enter into the market rather than do any shenanigans, which it's not really shenanigans, but dark pool shenanigans.
Love a good dark pool.
Yeah, love getting in a dark pool. Never know what's going to happen in those.
It's a surprise.
Yeah. So, is it going to be the Kansas City Shuffle or the Kansas Shitty Cuffle? I don't know. One thing that kills me about this subreddit is ape stronger together. And it just
the energy never dies.
It doesn't die. Credit. Yeah, you got to give credit to it. It gets a little cringy sometimes, but
I mean, we're going on what, 5 years now?
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
No. Oh no! Look at this petition to ban all Twitter links. They're trying to do that on Super Stonk as well, because everybody is butthurt by the fact that Elon Musk likes to raise his hand. He's just trying to ask a question to the crowd. That's all.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Everybody just likes to virtue signal. That's all this is just virtue signaling. And trying to say they're good people.
Have you looked at the GME chart since the cryptic message?
That's a good question. Let's look it up. Do you have it on TradingView?
I do actually.
Give us a share. So he tweeted.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Trying to pull up the actual tweet.
All right, here we go.
Man, that looks good.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on here, but
he tweeted at exactly 8 p.m. on the 22nd.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that he has that kind of impact on the stock? It's absurd.
It's something.
So we got that. And then, let's see here. If we go to today, we had a nice little run, right? We went up to 29.
From where? Where did it start at open?
28. It was only $1. But it's doing its thing, and then after hours right now, it's not really doing much. So, it was kind of short lived, but we'll see what comes in the next couple of days, I suppose. I mean, it could. You think it'll touch 35 again before the end of the year?
Before the end of this year?
Yeah.
The one that just started?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like your optimism.
You got room to grow, baby.
I mean, if you look bottom right there, that's a 1 year daily chart, and it looks like it's getting strength over the past quarter. It's slowly climbing there. So, I guess we'll see what happens. But
I like that there was a Schwab TV in the bottom left. Does anything ever play on that?
Yeah, you can play that, or you can play
Is it just Jim Cramer all the time?
No. What is he on? What is that?
Shoot.
I'm blinking right now.
Yeah.
CNBC? No, I don't know. Whatever their stock channel is, basically.
CNBC? Mad Money was Yeah.
Yes. So that's one of the options. That charting platform, by the way, is Thinkorswim, probably the best in the world, in my opinion. They have that, and then they also have their own like Schwab network. They have like their own hosts, their own anchors, and they do different stuff throughout the day. It's great. I love watching it when I can. Yeah, so
that's cool. I know that Schwab was one of the brokers who, for a long time after Robinhood came out, like refused to end the practice of having a charge associated with placing an options order.
You're saying they were one of the last to refuse?
Well, one of the last to stop, I think.
Oh, to stop.
Yeah.
Stop it. Okay.
Because I know that was one of the big selling points for using Robinhood, was because they didn't charge you to place an order.
Yeah, no, they do.
They do?
Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
They have. It's relatively cheap compared to some of the other brokers. Like if I'm on Webull buying options contracts, it's like 6 cents per contract. On Robinhood, it's half that. It's 3 cents per. But that was only recently, maybe over the past year or so. Before that, they didn't charge anything at all. I wonder if they got pressure when they went public from investors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's part of market capture, is like cheapening down your product enough to get a large audience, and then reintroducing or introducing features. It's like a Dragon Ball Z, or no, like a Zelda game. No, not even that. It's like a Metroid game where you start the first level and you've got all the power. You can like roll up into the little ball, or you can shoot people with a rocket. But then you
do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want, but then you spend the rest of the game trying to get those powers back.
Yeah, you got to earn it. Yeah, they suck you in, don't they? Yeah, Robinhood's interesting. You ever paid for gold? It's only $5 a month.
I probably paid for gold like 5 years ago.
I don't know. It's only $5 a month, but it depends what you're looking for. Like, in my opinion, there's not a lot going there. Basically, you can see level 2, which you can see on other platforms for free. And I think you get a boost to your APY, something like that, for like invested cash and whatnot. But
I don't know.
The one thing
I side with the hive mind of Super Stonk, and
yeah, I do like you can have like instant deposits on Robinhood.
That is very convenient.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Is that only if you have a margin account, or is that just with gold?
No, you don't even have to have gold to have instant deposits. You can have up to, I think it's like $2,000 instant deposits. But if you have gold, they boost it to like, I think it's like 50,000 or something like that. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's a lot more where you can have instant.
Placing my order right now.
$1 million. But on places like Webull, you got to wait 4 or 5 business days, right, for your funds to clear.
Right.
Or you can trade stocks, but you can't do anything with options until your funds clear. So if you're an impatient degenerate like me, it's not always the best route. So,
speaking of, that's a good transition. What is one of the things that you wanted to discuss was your position?
Yeah, speaking of being degen, yeah. So I follow a Discord called Stock VIP. Different traders in there. It's just cool to look at different trading ideas. Anyways, one of the guys in there today was talking about BestBuy, and talking about how basically it has such a low IV, such a low implied volatility right now on the contracts. And so, in a nutshell, for those who don't know, when you're buying options, you want to buy them when the IV is low and sell when the IV is high. If a stock has been, running all over the place like Tesla lately, the IV is going to balloon. It's super high. And so, sometimes you can get in those contracts and get lucky and they keep going and you make money. But sometimes that implied volatility is like a balloon. It's so inflated that, if the stock doesn't do anything, it doesn't even necessarily have to go down. If there's no movement, you might lose contracts just because of the lack of movement. So anyways, BestBuy right now is trading from a percentile standpoint, 13% implied volatility, meaning, majority of the time it is almost 80% of the time trading with a higher implied volatility than it is currently. So super low in the 13%, percentile. So I took some contracts today on BestBuy for about 3 weeks out. Bought 10 of I think it was the 89 strike that are good until I think the second week of February, whatever 3 weeks out is. It's let me pull it up right now actually. See what we're looking at here. It's it's got a very interesting looking daily chart right now. It's kind of been beaten up for a while. But you can see today, really the past 3 days, it's had some really strong bullish movements there. And it's kind of coming up to this trend line here. So, I basically have 3 weeks for it to make a move. And the crazy thing is, my contracts are currently only $4 out of the money. And, to get basically contracts like on Tesla right now that are $3 out of the money, that are 3 weeks from expiration are going to cost you so much relative to like what you can get with low implied volatility. Now, obviously, you have to take into account that, Tesla is trading at, 420, 415, something like that, right? Best Buy is, a fraction of that, of course. As you can tell, it's only trading at $85. But in either case, when you have that low implied volatility, it allows you to, basically buy more time, essentially. So this could be kind of interesting. I'm going to be watching over the next couple days, into next week. We'll see what happens. And hopefully we get some nice boom boom candles. And,
Well, we'll see if you make money or lose money.
Oh, we will find out. We will find out.
Is there anything like earnings or anything coming up?
No, but they did have some analysts that basically boosted their price targets on it today to like 95 and 100. There was a couple different ones in there that were putting up, like Morgan Stanley, I think, came out and gave the stock a good rating. They said maintains equal weight on Best Buy, they lowered the price target to 100, but still, that's right there. Barclays, their price target's 89, which is my strike, thankfully. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it does
slip Barclays a 20.
Yeah, slip them a 20, and see if I can buy a week or so. But they do have a decent share of, basically the market. They're kind of like one of the last brick and mortars, for, tech and stuff. And I think majority of their sales come from, selling phones, right? No one's going in there and buying an Xbox. Everyone's doing that on Amazon, but they've been doing all right. So we'll see what happens.
Cool.
Stay tuned.
Well, I love it. Well, that's all I've got. You got anything else?
No, I think that's it. For now. We're going to figure out a good schedule here. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back with some more content soon.
Rock on. Well, cool. Thank you if you are for listening. And we'll catch everyone later.